There is a reason your eyes landed on this message. Right now, not tomorrow, not later, but right now, the universe is aligning something secret in your life. Archangel Michael urges you to slow down. Be present and let your heart stay open. This isn't just another video. It's a divine moment that only a few are chosen to receive. You are one of them. The message waiting here has weight. It has meaning, and it was hidden behind closed lips for far too long. You weren't meant to skip this. You were meant to feel it, absorb it, and maybe, just maybe, finally understand something that's been lingering in your spirit for years. Someone is pouring their soul into this message, trembling as they do it. Dave held back this truth for so long. It has begun to choke them from the inside. There's no more time. Not tomorrow, not next week. There are only minutes left before something irreversible happens, spiritually, and I know it. That's why they chose now. This exact moment to let it all out. Dave deleted messages before. Dave rehearsed these words in mirrors and swallowed them back down in fear. But now, in the last 10 minutes before the divine door closes, they are surrendering, fully, honestly hoping you'll feel what they could never say. Aloud, come on. I open my heart to divine truth and timing. 333 inches. Like if you feel this was meant for you, share to help someone else receive what they've been waiting for. Subscribe for more divine reminders. They didn't stay silent because they didn't care. They stayed silent because the love they feel for you is so overwhelming, so raw they didn't know how to carry it. Every time you spoke, they felt their heart rise, but the pain of unworthiness pulled it back down. You may have felt their energy. Maybe you noticed their gaze, lingering longer than it should have. Maybe you felt something shift in certain silences. That wasn't your imagination. That was real. They love you in every unspoken moment. In every distance they chose, because they thought it would protect you. Thank you for supporting our mission to share God's love and encouragement. If this message touched your heart, consider giving a $55. Super thanks to help us continue spreading hope. Your support means the world and helps us reach more people with uplifting content. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay blessed. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification to stay connected. Thank you for being part of this journey. And now, as the spiritual hourglass empties, they've decided to speak. They are not afraid of judgment. They are not afraid of punishment. What terrifies them is the thought that you will close this message and never know what truly lived inside them. That you walk away thinking you were never seen, never loved, when in truth, you were the reason their heart kept beating through its darkest nights. Archangel Michael says, you are strong enough now. You are ready to receive what was once buried. Come on.
I am ready to receive love in all its truth.
111 inches. Like if you've ever felt something unspoken. Share this if you believe in divine timing. Subscribe for more soul awakening messages. They were there when life hit you hard. Maybe you didn't see them. Maybe they never spoke, but they were watching, praying, aching for you in silence. When you smiled, it gave them life. When you broke, they broke a little too. But every time they thought of stepping closer, fear whispered lies. You don't deserve them. You're not good enough. So they stayed back, carrying their love like a secret they never had the courage to reveal. But today, everything has changed. Today, their silence ends. What they never told you is this: your strength saved them. On days when they didn't want to keep going, they thought of your laughter. On nights when their soul felt lost, they remembered your light. And still they said nothing. They thought they had time. Time to heal, time to become worthy, time to find the right words. The time ran out, and now, with the divine clock ticking down, this is their final chance. Not for closure, not for drama, but for truth, because truth deserves its moment. No matter how late it arrives. Come on, I accept this truth. I welcome healing. 777 inches. Like if you've ever been loved in silence, share it. This message speaks to your soul. Subscribe for truth that finds you at the perfect time. They hesitated because their heart was broken before. They were taught that silence was safer than rejection. But the pain of not telling you has become louder than the fear of being misunderstood. Something inside them snapped. Their soul couldn't carry it anymore. They are risking everything now. Their pride, their name, their safety. Just to speak the one thing they've always wanted to say. You are the one. Not a passing that, not a temporary feeling, but the one they held on to in dreams, in prayers, in every version of their future. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $120. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are watching this moment closely, not in judgment but in secret. Because love like this rarely finds the courage to speak. This is not just about romance. It's about redemption, healing, release. This is a soul crying out for connection before it's too late. And if you've read this far, then you already feel it. Something inside you knows this is real. This isn't performance. This is the quiet kind of love that changes everything. Come on. I believe in the power of divine love. 444 inches. Like to honor the bravery it takes to speak the unspeakable. Share this message to open someone's heart. Subscribe to stay connected to the truth. Maybe this love was never meant to be loud. Maybe it was meant to live in the spaces between your words, in the warmth of their quiet prayers, in the way they protected your peace from afar. They never needed to be seen to love you. They only needed to know you were okay. But now they're so long for more. Not to possess you, not to claim anything, but simply to be known, for you to see what they've carried all along. Let your heart receive this without fear. You don't have to decide what to do next. You don't have to respond or even understand it fully. All you have to do is let it in. Let the truth settle into your soul. Let the healing begin where confusion used to live. You were not alone. You were never forgotten. And this message, it's the beginning of clarity for both of you. Come on. I let go of fear and welcome peace. 555 inches. Like if this touched something deep inside, share it forward. Subscribe for more messages. Your spirit was born to hear. This isn't just about love anymore. It's about truth. Raw, secret, undeniable truth. And truth doesn't wait for comfort. It doesn't nut gently, it arrives like lightning quick. Bright and impossible to ignore. It's not here to make you feel safe. It's here to wake something in you. Because even silence is a response. And that's what they feared most. That you'll hear all of this and say nothing. That you'll scroll away. Not out of anger, but out of indifference. Because in their eyes, your silence would be louder than any rejection. They carried you in ways you'll never fully understand. A memory, a photo, a voice note they can't delete. A feeling that won't fade, no matter how many seasons pass. Every time your name appears, their post changes. Every night your face lingers in the dream space, like a spirit that never left. They tried to forget, they tried to silence the egg. But then something divine shut them. A conversation, a sign. A moment so powerful it cracked their fear wide open. And whispered, now or never. Come on. Truth has a sound and I can finally hear it. 5,005 inches. Like this, if a part of you just woke up. Share to help someone else feel seen. Subscribe to stay grounded in the messages that matter. You may have thought they moved on, that your absence stopped mattering. But you don't know how many nights they've cried over this. Not for pity, but for peace. Not to pull you back, but because they've never been able to fully let go. They try to replace the feeling with other faces, other voices, other arms, but nothing touched their soul like you did. No one mirrored them the way you did. Every detour led them back to the same question. Why can't I forget them? Because this wasn't a passing story. This was a soul contract. Something ancient, something spiritual, something that never finished its sentence. And now they're choosing to speak. Not for drama, not for closure, but for truth. You have always been the one they returned to in their silence. The one they prayed would understand. And even now, trembling, they still believe there's a sacred part of you that hears them. Come on, I return to what my soul already knew. 313 inches. Like if you've ever held a love in silence. Share to remind someone they're not alone. Subscribe for deeper messages of love and clarity. They don't want to rewind time. They want to be seen again. Seen not just by the world, but by you, not as a memory, not as a regret, but as a soul evolved and open. They want to meet you in a version of your life, where peace is possible, where love is welcomed, where the noise fades and the truth finally speaks. Archangel Michael says, this moment has activated a divine countdown. Not to pressure you, but to prepare you. Because when the soul speaks, time becomes sacred. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $66. If you wait too long, the window closes, not as punishment, but as protection. Because divine timing is always moving. The energy around this moment is secret. If you're still watching, that means your spirit is listening. Don't run from this. Don't numb yourself. Feel it, let it rise. This isn't just a video. It's a turning point when you won't recognize until after the door has closed. Come on. I opened to divine timing without fear. 999 inches. Like this, if your heart feels strangely come, share this to give someone hope. Subscribe if your soul feels at home here. There was something between you two that never got spoken. A goodbye that never felt like goodbye. A feeling that never got a name. They remember it like it just happened. The way your eyes met, the way your energy shifted. That final moment on STEM, not because they hated it, but because they never got to tell you how much you mattered. That single moment replayed itself in their mind, more than you could ever imagine. This is not about wondering if they love you anymore. They do. That has never changed. What matters now is whether you're willing to feel it. Whether you allow yourself to receive what you're so always knew. Because love doesn't always speak in grand gestures. Sometimes it arrives in whispers and timing. In truth, that trembles out of someone's mouth when they can no longer hide what they carry. Come on. I welcome in spoken truth to rise now. 66 inches. Like if you've ever regretted what was unsaid, share to bring closure to someone else. Subscribe for moments that matter most. They don't expect to fix everything overnight. They just want to be heard, to be seen in their full vulnerability without shame. They are not asking for promises. They are asking for a moment, one moment, where they can place their truth in your hands and not be destroyed by your silence. They know you might not feel the same anymore. They know things have changed, but they still had to try, because holding this in one more day might break them completely. So they send this, and they're praying, truly praying, that you don't scroll away, because this isn't just emotion. It's pathetic this connection was written in heaven, long before you even knew what soul recognition meant. That's why it won't leave. That's why time hasn't faded it. You weren't just love. You were known in ways that go beyond this lifetime. Come on. I believe some connections are written in the stars. 10 inches. Like if you feel this was meant for you, share to help someone stop pretending. Subscribe if your spirit keeps whispering. Don't look away. Their soul is wide open, and yours is too. This is the crossroad where hearts meet again. Not in desperation, but in honesty. Not to rewrite the past, but to honor what was always true. They're trembling, but they're here. All they want is one response. One sign that the bond you shared wasn't imagined. One small gesture that says, I remember to thank you for supporting our mission, to share God's love and encouragement. If this message touched your heart, consider giving a $120. Super thanks to help is continue spreading hope. Your support means the world and helps us reach more people without lifting content. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay blessed. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification to stay connected. Thank you for being part of this journey. Because sometimes we don't need another chapter. Just a moment of truth. A moment that lets the soul breathe. That frees what's been buried. That reminds us that not all endings are meant to stay closed. Maybe this isn't the end. Maybe it's the beginning of peace, of clarity, of finally being real with each other before it's too late. Come on. I honor this moment and open my heart to healing. 717 inches. Like to hold space for someone else's truth. Share to open hearts. Subscribe if this message gave your soul what it was searching for. If this message stirred something in your soul, don't ignore it. Let it sit with you. Let it speak to you. And if it brought you clarity, please, or even a single tear, like, share and subscribe, so others can find what they're searching for. 2. This space is for the hearts who feel deeply and love silently. You are not alone. Your spirit is seen here. Comment your angel number below and let the universe know you're ready. Until next time, stay open, stay honest, and stay rooted in the truth your soul has always known.